Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. A lot of things have happened. If you follow my gaming channel, you will have seen my channel update, which kind of was also a life update. You can go watch that. I'll try and remember to link it down below. Basically, that video was my partner and I split up in early November, and I had to move home. I moved home after a road trip in January, and so this video is turning my parents' above the garage kind of storage guest room space into basically like a mini apartment for me. There's no plumbing, there's no kitchen. A lot of people ask that, so I have to use like obviously in the house, which is fine. But basically, why I used the space and turned it from this to a room is that I have kind of grown out of my old bedroom space that I was in as a kid, and even before I moved in with my ex, like I was very cramped in there, and I have more things now. I now have this whole gaming setup that I didn't have before. I have a lot more books. Like most of them fit on my like 5x5 put together shelf. I had to, as you'll see in this video, buy more and make another one of those because I don't have room for all my books. So it was definitely I would not fit in the space. So what we're gonna do about it? And I had talked to my dad, and we knew that my gaming setup would have to go out here anyway because he's a light sleeper. He goes to bed usually about 9. I sometimes stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning with my friends gaming if we're really into it and whatnot, and I don't have a lot to do the next day. So right off, we were like, okay, we need to figure out a solution to this. My gaming setup was going out here, so I was like, can I go out as well? I don't want to live out of boxes for the next X amount of years because right now I have no plans of moving anywhere. I'm still working on agoraphobia and anxiety, so like I'm not in a place that I could, go back to retail or like a high traffic office job or anything like that, which seem to be what is mostly open nowadays, which is fine. Like at some point I will get back to that point of being able to do those, but like that is still a stretch because there are still some days that I cannot leave the house by myself. I do a lot more by myself, which is excellent. I want to do things now. I want to get out and do things. So it's just a matter of time before we get to that point again, which is perfect. As of right now, that's not happening, so I'm not going to be able to afford an apartment like anywhere. Probably will never buy a house at this point, the way the housing market is going. So I'm home, paying off my debt on my credit card and helping dad with bills here because I don't technically have any. That was fun trying to get my driver's license changed to try and like find things that the government would accept because I don't really have anything because I've moved in with my parents. But not the point of the video. The point of the video is just kind of, I took some footage. It was mostly like after we did things of what we kind of did to make this space work for me. That made sense. I'm trying to like process what I'm trying to say at the same time as I'm saying it. That's not exactly how you should be doing it, but that's how we're doing it today. So it started with just getting here. I had all of my stuff downstairs in the garage bays because it is above the garage. We put all my stuff in one side on stuff and just kind of started cleaning up here. Also, sorry if I sound a little nasally. I think I have a head cold. It's not too bad, knock on wood. But like, it's enough that I sound like this. It started with just getting stuff up. A few things immediately came upstairs that needed to be upstairs, like the electronics and stuff, because they couldn't be downstairs in the cold. But most everything stayed kind of downstairs until like I could get through the space some. So then it was kind of just slowly working on moving things out of this space either into other storage spaces or just getting rid of it completely and moving my stuff up. I keep looking that way and I'm like, but that's my microphone. My camera's over here. Um it's fine. we're having a time. Then we brought like the bookshelf up and I knew I was going to need a second one. So we figured out where that one was going to go and figured out where other things were going to go. And slowly started moving some of the furniture up. We kind of had like planned for things where things were going to go, but we realized really quickly that some things were bigger than others or some things couldn't be moved how I wanted them to be moved. So I had to scrap some ideas really fast and just kind of like refocus. Which was hard because then there were some things that I was like, oh, I can't do this how I wanted to do it, which sucked. But like ultimately it worked out. Like I wanted my desk farther over and have like it turn with my bookshelves as the back kind of. But that didn't happen. I did have this. This is an old tapestry that one of my exes gave me, and I got these lights at Walmart, and I was like, perfect, excellent backdrop. So that worked out. There were a few other things that I wanted to do. I wanted to have more of like almost like a kitchen space, but that may or may not happen. It was kind of just slowly starting to put stuff away, organize stuff so that I could bring up more stuff. As you'll see in some of these videos, it's just kind of slow progress as we're moving furniture up. I also didn't film a whole lot of this. I wanted to film more than I did, but I didn't. Just because I like would get so into doing things and I just forget. Or I'd have my music going and I'm like, I don't want to stop my music to film. So I didn't get as much film as I wanted to. I got a lot of me putting the bookshelf together. So enjoy a bunch of that. The bookshelf is just 4 2x3 cube storage spaces from Walmart. 2 white, 2 black. That's how the other one was done. In the past, we just like put wood screws in the wood to put them together, to hold them together, and it stays pretty well. You do have to be careful. The older one is getting a little wobbly. It's wobbly because like when we first put it together, it was kind of just like a temporary solution, and then I just never took it apart. So we did kind of readjust it a little bit because we took it apart to move it up the stairs, and because it was not fitting up the stairs altogether. So in taking it apart and moving it, like we were able to put it back together a little bit better. So that was nice. But yeah, I just spent a day and I put all of the next ones together. And then I think it was the next day I came back up and started putting the books on my bookshelf, which I'll throw in. I have quite a bit of footage of that because I was like really enjoying putting that stuff together. And I think I had my TV set up at that point, so I was like, I had it on watching a movie. So I wasn't as worried about like not using my phone for music because I had something going in the background keeping me kind of on track. After getting the bookshelves all together, there wasn't a whole lot left to do. I put out the rug. I got this really pretty rug that I loved from Walmart. Put it out as like my rug in my like living area. Because I have the futon, I got a chair, and I'm using my trunk as like a coffee table. So it's a cute little space. And I rolled out the rug, and then eventually, I think that's all the film I have. I'm checking right now. Yeah, that looks like all the film I have until I got it mostly together. I did go and get another comforter, which I'll throw in the photo of, so it kind of more matches the vibe of my space. It's now a blue comforter instead of like the brown one, because the brown one was my parents' that was right up here. So we'll throw in that. And yeah, that is how I kind of transform my space. There's still a bit to go. Um, as you could kind of see in the videos, there's another bed up here. That bed is going to get switched out with the smaller one that's in the house at some point, and I think that'll make it perfect so that I can have like a little spot with maybe like a coffee maker and some snacks and stuff up here. But that's my new space. This will be in some videos, especially more like of my gaming videos. I will be doing stuff both in the house and out here for other videos just because I do spend a lot of time in the house because it's the house. Um, but I'm looking to get together with some friends soon. We're gonna do some like reading date stuff up here in this space. So I'm pretty excited for it. And I will see you guys all in the next video, which will be coming just probably a couple days after this one because I am so far behind with getting anything done. But yeah, I hope you had a wonderful time with this video. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think of my new space. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys!